Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so today we're uh, really focusing on something specific for English fluency.
Oh, yeah.
It's this idea of training your brain to actually think in English. Not just speaking it or reading it.
Exactly. Moving beyond just output or input.
Yeah, and we're drawing from the SKMBT podcast Under Strain. SK hit some really practical tips on this.
Very actionable stuff.
So our mission basically is to break those down for you, give you some solid strategies to, well, make that shift. The goal is faster, more confident English, right?
Absolutely. And it's fascinating when you think about the cognitive side of it.
So how so?
Well, you're essentially building direct pathways, between a thought, a concept, and the English word for it.
So cutting out that extra step, the translation in your head.
Precisely. Your brain just goes straight to English, makes everything quicker, smoother, more natural sounding.
SK on the podcast, he had this great analogy, like going from walking to flying.
That's a good one.
And it really captures that feeling of like sudden ease and speed you get.
It does. But it's important to remember it's not like flipping a switch.
Right. It's a skill, like building muscle. You have to work at it.
Exactly. It needs practice, consistency.
Okay, so step one, how do we actually do this? What's the first technique?
Right. Well, the first technique SK mentions, it's actually pretty accessible. Basically, start small.
Start small. Okay, what does that look like in practice?
It's about consciously identifying things around you.
Yeah.
Everyday objects. Like you see your coffee cup, and instead of thinking the word in your native language first, you just think, in English, this is a cup, or this is coffee.
Directly labeling it in English in your mind.
Yeah. No translation first, just the direct English label.
I like that. It's so immediate. You don't need anything special, just your surrounding.
Exactly. You're just building these little connections, object to English word, all day long.
So how does just thinking this is coffee actually help when I need to, say, order coffee later?
Well, it's about strengthening that direct link. The more you connect the thing itself to the English word in your mind, the more likely your brain is to just pull up that English word automatically when you need it in conversation. It bypasses the detour through your native language.
Got it. It greases the wheels, so to speak.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So what's next after starting small?
The second technique is narrate your day.
Narrate your day, like talk to myself.
Internally, yeah. Be your own inner narrator. As you do things, just describe them briefly in English in your head.
So like, I'm getting up now, or I am brushing my teeth.
Exactly. The sun is bright today. My socks are blue. Little things.
It might feel a little weird at first, maybe, having that constant internal chatter.
It might. But think about it. You're constantly practicing English sentence structures and vocabulary.
Yeah, I guess you are. It's like a nonstop low-pressure practice session.
Precisely. You're creating this continuous internal flow of English, reinforcing patterns without the anxiety of, speaking to someone else yet.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Building that internal foundation. What's the third technique?
This one is about preparation. Use mental rehearsals.
Mental rehearsals.
Yeah.
Like practicing in my head.
Kind of, yeah. Before you have an interaction, maybe a meeting, a phone call, even just going shopping. Take a moment and just sort of imagine parts of the conversation in English. What might you say?
So if I'm going to order food, I might think, good morning, can I have a coffee, please? Something like that.
Exactly that. You're basically preloading your brain.
How does that help exactly? Is it just memorization?
It's more like priming. Our brains are good at simulating things by running through it mentally in English first.
Yeah.
You make it much easier for those specific English phrases to actually come out naturally when you're in the real situation. You've already paved the way mentally.
Priming the pump. I like that. Okay, prepping the brain. Makes sense. And the last point.
The last one is crucial, really. SK talks about needing to accept mistakes.
The fear factor.
Yeah, definitely. We all make mistakes learning a language. It's unavoidable. The key is how you frame them.
So not seeing them as failures.
Right. See them as part of the process, a natural, even valuable part of learning. You learn from them.
That mindset shift seems really important. If you're constantly worried about messing up, you probably won't even try to think in English.
Exactly. Accepting mistakes lowers that anxiety. It frees you up to actually practice thinking in English without that constant self-correction or fear holding you back. Progress over perfection.
Okay, so wrapping this up then. Thinking in English isn't about some magic trick. It's really about consistent small practices.
Yeah, labeling things, narrating your day, doing those mental rehearsals.
And being okay with making mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
Shifting how you see the world internally.
And it's worth remembering, just by listening to English content like you're doing right now with us, you're already taking steps.
That's encouraging. Even passive listening helps.
Absolutely. Your brain is absorbing sentence structures, vocabulary, rhythms. It's all contributing.
Right. So, for a final thought for everyone listening, maybe pick just one of these techniques.
Yeah, just one. Start small, narrate something, rehearse an upcoming chat.
And try it right after this. Just notice, even if it's tiny, that little shift inside your head towards processing things in English, that's the beginning.
What's the spark?